Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Your Love Story for September 2019. And this is for you coming from Gemini. So, first, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll reply to you. Now, first, I want to talk to you about your first 15 days of September. And I'm going to tackle with these tarot cards, Kabbalistic tarot cards. I'm going to tackle your area of a new romance if you find one, and how will that be? This is a very good card. It says you will find a star, which means somebody very good for you in the form of a new romance. That person may come from afar. That person would be, you may have known this person already from the past. So some connections are there already. And this card says the romance will make you very happy and will help you in many, many ways. So look forward to that. Now, what about an ongoing romance that you may have? Let's see how that goes in the first 15 days of September. Well, it's a card that says there may be a complication going on. There could be a third party involved, or somebody is interfering in your ongoing romance, either giving advice which is not necessary to have, or whether just getting involved in some way or another. Apart from that, this card is a long term card. So I would say that your romance has every chance to have a long term approach to it. But there is some issue here about a third party or somebody interfering. So look into that and cure that. Now, what about your marriage areas for the first 15 days of September? Let's see what happens. Well, this is a very good card. You have control in your marriage area, which simply means that whatever you say and do is looked up to and going to be obeyed in some way very lovingly. And it also shows that the chances of you being able to say the right thing, which everybody in the family wants to hear. So go right ahead in the first 15 days, make your approach with your marriage partner and with the children or family, and you'll have a wonderful way of them agreeing with whatever plans you have. Now we will go to the last 15 days of September, and we'll start with a card to see whether a new romance may be found in the last 15 days for you coming from Gemini. It's a good card. It says, yes, you have every chance meeting a new romance. It's a card called the universe, which simply means that this person could be from other countries or from somewhere else in the world, or perhaps from another town. But I like this card because it's a card that gives a very big approach and a lucky meeting with somebody. So you'll have every chance for a romance which is going to prosper very nicely for you in these last 15 days of September. Now we will go to the marriage. Let's see what the card says about your marriage for you coming from Gemini. It's a card that's got a very powerful foundation. That's how I translate this card. These cards can have different translations. Here I translate it as a very good foundation. So your marriage has a very good foundation, and how do you make it even better? Well, you try to get together and make plans together, as this card may show. It's a card that's called judgment. So don't be too judgmental about anything. Be flexible and listen to whatever plans are given to you by your marriage partner. And you will have a wonderful last 15 days of marriage with a lot of good things happening for you. Now we will talk about lucky ages for you coming from Gemini. There'll be certain people who are going to be very, very lucky. And so let's see what ages they might be, Gemini. Well, interestingly, it's a card of Gemini, but it's being led by Mars. So you coming from Gemini, I will say that if you happen to be the ages of 17 or 26 or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71, You're going to be one very lucky person, whether in the area of romance or in the area of marriage. So you will have the opportunities to do something very spectacular in these two areas and be very lucky. If you're not of these ages, you'll need to see me for a 90-minute session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years in all areas: job, business, finances, health, and of course, in the love story. Now, let's talk of lucky colors for you coming from Gemini. And what are the colors going to be? Well, it's a silver card, so I'm going to say silver colors will be very lucky for you, and white colors will also be very lucky for you. So wear these two colors in the month of September as much as you can, and you'll get lightning speed in finding romance or curing your romance, making it better if you have one already, or making your marriage very exciting. Now about lucky directions. Lucky directions are used because 9 planets have surrounded Earth. And when you look north, south, east, or west, you'll be facing a planet. So for you coming from Gemini, what does this card say? From here, I'm going to say that you coming from Gemini, northeast would be a very good direction for you. Face northeast and you'll get plenty of inspiration in the area of romance or in the area of marriage. Inspiration to say the right thing, to do the right thing, and make everything work to your favor beautifully. And now about attachment. Now, you could form an attachment to somebody, and let's see who this somebody might be from where. And the card here, well, I'm Virgo. So somebody from Virgo is very keen to meet you, and somebody from Virgo that you have known perhaps wants to get involved with you. Or is it you getting very interested in somebody in Virgo? And if your ongoing romance partner is also from Virgo, that would be a very good sign that a lot of harmony is going to be seen. Well, I have this 90-minute session, and to help you know your next 7, 8, or 9 years. And in this 90 minutes with me, I will use your date of birth and your time of birth and look at your palms. And your palms will, and based on your palms and date and time of birth, I'll get you your personal lottery numbers. And I will also talk to you about the energy from the universe, the lucky colors, the lucky gemstones, the lucky directions, the lucky days, all that. And more than that, I will teach you how to get into that supernatural side of you. Every one of us has a supernatural within us. And we can tap this supernatural energy to do things better and greater than most people. And I will teach you that in the 90 minutes. And everything will be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. So send me, and it will cost you USD 50. So send me an email, AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Until then, have a good month of September. Thank you and goodbye.